The truth is, some teas contain natural compounds that become irritating or disruptive when there's no food in your stomach to buffer their effects. Others can cause drops in blood pressure, trigger acid reflux, or leave you feeling lightheaded or nauseous. Not exactly the calm you were looking for. Let's start by exploring the teas you should never sip before food and why timing makes all the difference. 1. Black tea. Why it can upset your system when you haven't eaten. For many people, black tea feels like the perfect way to start the day. Bold, warm, and gently energizing. It's often seen as a milder alternative to coffee, and for seniors trying to reduce their caffeine intake, it can seem like a healthy swap. But what most people don't realize is that drinking black tea on an empty stomach can quietly cause more harm than help, especially as we age. The reason lies in a group of natural compounds found in black tea called tannins. These compounds give black tea its signature flavor and slight bitterness, but when tannins hit an empty stomach, they can increase the production of stomach acid and irritate the lining of the digestive tract. For some people, this leads to an uncomfortable burning sensation, nausea, or even mild stomach cramps shortly after drinking. Seniors who already deal with acid reflux, gastritis, or a sensitive stomach may find their symptoms flaring up, even if they never make the connection to their morning tea. Black tea also contains a moderate amount of caffeine, less than coffee, but still enough to stimulate the nervous system and digestive tract. When that stimulation occurs without food in the stomach, it can feel jarring rather than energizing. Some people experience jitteriness, a racing heart, or a slight drop in blood sugar, which can cause lightheadedness or shakiness, especially if breakfast hasn't yet been eaten. There's also the issue of nutrient absorption. Tannins in black tea can bind to iron and interfere with its absorption, particularly non-heme iron found in plant-based foods. For seniors who are already prone to low iron levels, drinking black tea first thing before food may further limit how much of this vital mineral the body retains. Fortunately, the solution is simple. If you love black tea, don't give it up. Just wait until after you've had a light meal. Pairing it with breakfast, even something as small as toast with nut butter or a bowl of oatmeal, can buffer its effects and allow you to enjoy its flavor and benefits without the discomfort. 2. Green tea. Why it may stir up more than just calm when you drink it alone. Green tea is often praised as one of the healthiest drinks on the planet, full of antioxidants, gentle caffeine, and compounds that support metabolism, brain health, and even longevity. It's easy to see why so many people, especially those over 50, try to incorporate it into their morning routine. But drinking green tea on an empty stomach isn't as harmless as it seems. In fact, for some seniors, it can quietly cause more discomfort than benefit. Like black tea, green tea contains tannins, those naturally bitter compounds that can irritate the stomach lining when there's no food present. On an empty stomach, tannins may increase stomach acid, triggering nausea, bloating, or a sour feeling in the gut, especially for those with a history of acid reflux, ulcers, or a generally sensitive digestive system. But there's another layer to green tea's effect. Its caffeine content. Although lower than coffee, green tea still contains enough caffeine to affect your nervous system. When consumed on an empty stomach, caffeine enters the bloodstream faster and hits harder. This can cause a subtle but noticeable rise in anxiety, restlessness, or shakiness, something many seniors attribute to getting older. But in reality, it may just be poor timing. Some people also report feeling dizzy or lightheaded after drinking green tea alone. This can be due to its slight blood pressure lowering effect, which is normally beneficial. But on an empty stomach, especially if hydration or blood sugar is already low, it can lead to a temporary drop in energy or stability. Then there's nutrient absorption. Just like with black tea, the tannins in green tea can interfere with iron absorption. And since many seniors already struggle to maintain optimal iron levels, particularly women over 60, this seemingly harmless habit can add to a silent deficiency over time. 3. Peppermint tea. Why it's not as soothing as you think on an empty stomach. Peppermint tea is often thought of as one of the most soothing herbal teas, a go-to remedy for indigestion, bloating, and stress. Its cooling aroma and calming qualities make it especially popular among seniors looking for gentle, natural relief. But despite its reputation, peppermint tea isn't always the right choice first thing in the morning, particularly when your stomach is completely empty. While peppermint can help relax the muscles of the gastrointestinal tract, this same effect can actually backfire if there's no food in the system to balance it out. When the lower esophageal sphincter, the muscle that keeps stomach acid from rising into the throat, relaxes too much, acid reflux can easily follow. For seniors who already deal with heartburn or GERD, drinking peppermint tea on an empty stomach may make these symptoms worse, not better. The cooling sensation that makes peppermint feel calming can also mask subtle signals from your stomach. It may numb mild hunger or discomfort, but not resolve the root cause, and that can lead to delayed eating or missed meals, which in older adults can contribute to low energy, lightheadedness, or poor nutrient intake. What starts as a relaxing ritual can quietly turn into a digestive stressor if it replaces breakfast instead of complementing it. There's also a temperature factor. Many people drink peppermint tea hot, and while warmth can soothe digestion after meals, consuming hot beverages on an empty stomach may sometimes trigger nausea or light cramping, especially for those with sensitive gut linings. All of this doesn't mean peppermint tea is harmful. In fact, it remains a wonderful option when used with intention. If enjoyed after a meal, peppermint tea can support digestion, ease gas, and help you feel more comfortable, particularly after rich or heavy foods. But as a standalone morning drink, especially without anything in the stomach, its relaxing effects can be mistimed. So if you enjoy the flavor of peppermint or rely on it for digestive support, try shifting your cup to after lunch or dinner. You'll likely notice a more comfortable result and a gentler start to your day. Number 4. Hibiscus tea. Why it might drop more than just your blood pressure when taken alone. Hibiscus tea is known for its vibrant red color, tart flavor, and a long list of potential health benefits. It's especially popular among seniors for its natural ability to help lower blood pressure and support heart health. In fact, many people turn to hibiscus as a plant-based alternative to medications, or as a way to enhance their cardiovascular care routine. But while the benefits are real, the timing matters. Drinking hibiscus tea on an empty stomach may lead to effects that aren't just uncomfortable, but potentially risky. The main concern comes from its strong hypotensive effect. Hibiscus contains bioactive compounds that can help relax blood vessels and reduce blood pressure. That's great news when taken under the right conditions, but when consumed without food, especially first thing in the morning, those effects can come on too quickly. For some older adults, this can lead to a sudden feeling of lightheadedness, dizziness, or even fainting, especially when going from sitting to standing. If you've ever stood up too fast and felt a wave of instability, imagine that amplified by a drop in blood pressure from hibiscus tea. For seniors already on blood pressure medication or managing issues like orthostatic hypotension, this interaction can be more than just a mild inconvenience. It can increase the risk of falls and accidents. There's also the acidity to consider. Hibiscus tea is naturally tart and contains fruit acids that can be irritating to the stomach lining if consumed without a meal. Some people experience mild stomach cramps, nausea, or a feeling of acidity that lingers, especially when the stomach is empty and unprotected. The solution isn't to avoid hibiscus tea altogether, far from it. It can be a valuable addition to your wellness routine when timed correctly. Sipping it after a meal, particularly lunch or dinner, allows the body to absorb its compounds gradually. The presence of food buffers its effects, helping to prevent sudden drops in blood pressure while reducing the chance of stomach irritation. Number 5. Ginger tea. Why its strength can backfire on an empty stomach. Ginger tea has earned its place in the spotlight for good reason. It's warming, comforting, and widely respected for its ability to soothe nausea, reduce inflammation, and support circulation. For many seniors, ginger tea feels like a trusted companion, something to reach for in times of discomfort or chill. But despite its many benefits, ginger is a powerful root, and when brewed into tea and consumed on an empty stomach, that power can sometimes overwhelm more than it helps. One of ginger's most notable properties is its stimulation of digestive juices. This is part of why it helps ease bloating and gas. It jump-starts the stomach into working more efficiently. But when there's no food in the stomach, all of that stimulation has nowhere to go. The result? A burning sensation, mild cramping, or even nausea in some individuals. Instead of settling your stomach, ginger tea may leave it feeling more irritated, especially if it's the first thing you consume in the morning. For those with a sensitive digestive lining, conditions like gastritis, or a tendency toward acid reflux, ginger's intense compounds, particularly gingerol and shogol, can be too much. These naturally spicy elements can prompt your stomach to produce more acid, which, without food to buffer it, may cause discomfort or a sour stomach that lingers longer than expected. There's also the circulatory impact to consider. Ginger helps promote blood flow and can slightly lower blood pressure in some individuals. While this is often official, drinking it on an empty stomach, particularly if you're also on blood pressure medication, might cause a subtle dip that leads to lightheadedness or shakiness. It's not dangerous in most cases, but it's enough to throw off your morning rhythm. This doesn't mean you should stop drinking ginger tea. Far from it. When paired with a small meal or sipped after food, it can offer all its intended benefits: smoother digestion, reduced inflammation, and a cozy feeling from the inside out. A cup after lunch or dinner can be especially helpful for those with sluggish digestion or occasional discomfort. 6. Cinnamon tea. Why drinking it alone may lead to a blood sugar crash. Cinnamon tea has long been admired for its cozy aroma and subtle sweetness. But beyond the comfort it brings, it's also known for a powerful health benefit: its ability to help regulate blood sugar. For seniors managing insulin sensitivity or type 2 diabetes, cinnamon tea can seem like the perfect natural ally. However, this benefit can quickly turn into a liability when cinnamon tea is consumed on an empty stomach. Cinnamon works by improving the body's insulin sensitivity and slowing the absorption of sugar into the bloodstream. That's a helpful effect when taken with or after a meal. But when consumed alone, especially first thing in the morning when blood sugar is already low, cinnamon can sometimes intensify that dip. For some people, especially older adults whose blood sugar levels tend to fluctuate more, this can lead to dizziness, shakiness, and a sudden drop in energy, commonly known as a blood sugar crash. This is particularly concerning for those on medications that already lower blood glucose. Drinking cinnamon tea on an empty stomach can compound the effects of these medications, leading to symptoms that feel more alarming than helpful. While the tea itself isn't inherently harmful, the timing becomes everything. There's also a more subtle issue to consider: cinnamon's impact on the appetite. Some people find that drinking it before eating dulls their hunger cues. While this might seem like a small win for weight control, in older adults it can backfire, leading to skipped meals or under-eating, which, over time, can affect energy, immunity, and overall strength. Additionally, cinnamon contains natural compounds that can slightly irritate the stomach when taken in concentrated form, particularly if the stomach lining is already sensitive due to age or certain medications. While most people tolerate it well, drinking cinnamon tea on an empty stomach may cause a light burning sensation or mild queasiness in some individuals. The solution? Don't give up cinnamon tea. Just shift when you drink it. Enjoy it after meals, particularly those with carbohydrates, where it can help blunt post-meal blood sugar spikes. This timing maximizes its benefits and minimizes the risk of drops, discomfort, or unintended side effects. Now that we've covered the teas best avoided on an empty stomach, it's time to explore the other side: the gentle, nourishing teas that become even more beneficial when enjoyed after a meal. These teas don't just avoid causing discomfort, they actively support your body's natural rhythms of digestion, relaxation, and repair. Let's begin with one of the most beloved and timeless options of all: chamomile. 7. Chamomile tea. Why it's the perfect after-meal calm. Chamomile tea has been cherished for centuries as a calming, sleep-supporting remedy. With its soft floral aroma and naturally soothing qualities, it's often thought of as a bedtime drink. But for seniors, chamomile's real magic may actually be in what it does after a meal. Chamomile contains natural compounds called apigenin and flavonoids, which have gentle, antispasmodic, and anti-inflammatory properties. After eating, especially when the meal is heavy, rich, or just a little too fast, chamomile can help relax the muscles of the gastrointestinal tract. That means less bloating, less discomfort, and a smoother digestive process overall. What makes chamomile ideal after meals isn't just what it helps relieve, but how quietly it works. Unlike stronger teas that can stimulate acid production or movement too forcefully, chamomile soothes without overcorrecting. For seniors who experience sensitivity after eating, whether it's mild reflux, indigestion, or just that too full feeling, a warm cup of chamomile can bring gentle balance without any strain on the system. There's also an emotional layer to chamomile's benefit. After meals, the body naturally shifts into a more parasympathetic state, also called rest and digest. Chamomile supports that transition by helping calm the nervous system. For those who tend to eat while anxious or rush into tasks right after eating, sipping chamomile slows things down. It encourages the body to process food more efficiently and promotes a state of calm that extends well beyond the digestive tract. Some seniors also find that drinking chamomile after dinner helps ease them into better sleep. That's not just due to the tea's reputation, it's because poor digestion often interferes with rest. When the body isn't working overtime trying to break down food, sleep comes more easily. Chamomile supports that full cycle, from digestion to rest, all in one soothing cup. 8. Fennel tea, how it relieves bloating and supports digestion after eating. Fennel tea might not be as famous as green or chamomile, but for many seniors dealing with bloating, sluggish digestion, or gas after meals, it quietly becomes a lifesaver. With its light, slightly sweet, and licorice-like flavor, fennel tea offers more than comfort. It offers real digestive support, especially when sipped after eating. Fennel seeds contain natural compounds called anethole, fenchone, and estragol, all of which help relax the smooth muscles of the gastrointestinal tract. This means that after a meal, especially one that may feel a bit too heavy or fibrous, fennel tea can ease tension in the gut, reduce cramping, and gently move gas through the digestive system. For seniors who experience post-meal discomfort or who feel puffed up even after eating small portions, fennel tea helps bring quick and lasting relief. Its carminative properties, that is, its ability to prevent and reduce gas, are one of the key reasons it's been used in traditional medicine for centuries. In cultures around the world, chewing fennel seeds after meals has long been a practice. Brewing those seeds into tea carries those same benefits, but in a more soothing, hydrating form. What's particularly helpful for older adults is that fennel tea works without being aggressive. It doesn't stimulate the gut in a way that causes urgency or upset. Instead, it supports your body's natural rhythm, encouraging digestion to unfold more comfortably and helping prevent that lingering fullness that can make afternoons or evenings less pleasant. Fennel tea also has a gentle balancing effect on appetite. After meals, it may help curb the craving for additional sweets or snacks by creating a sense of closure. That's especially helpful for those looking to manage weight or avoid oversnacking between meals. Best of all, fennel tea is naturally caffeine-free, making it a great option even in the evening. A warm cup after lunch or dinner not only soothes the stomach, but also signals to the body that it's time to relax and digest, not rush or overwork. 9. Dandelion tea, how it supports your liver and digestion after food. At first glance, dandelion might just look like a common garden weed, but brew it into tea, and it transforms into one of the most underrated digestive allies, especially for seniors. Dandelion tea, made from either the root or the leaves of the plant, offers gentle support to your liver and digestive system, and when enjoyed after a meal, its benefits are even more meaningful. One of dandelion tea's most important roles is in promoting liver function. The liver is your body's natural detox powerhouse, and it also plays a key role in digesting fats and managing blood sugar after eating. As we age, liver efficiency can decline slightly, especially under the stress of medications, processed foods, or alcohol. Sipping dandelion tea after meals can help support the liver's workload, giving it a mild nudge to process nutrients, filter out toxins, and keep things moving smoothly. In addition to liver support, dandelion tea gently stimulates bile production, which is essential for breaking down fats. After a heavier meal, especially one with meat, oils, or creamy dishes, dandelion tea can help the digestive system keep pace, reducing that sluggish, overfull feeling that often follows. It doesn't force anything, it simply enhances your body's own natural rhythm. Dandelion root also acts as a mild diuretic, helping the body release excess water and sodium, without stripping important minerals like potassium. This can be particularly useful for seniors who struggle with fluid retention or bloating after salty meals. Some people find that drinking dandelion tea regularly after meals also helps regulate their bowel movements. It's not a laxative, but it does gently support the full digestive cycle, from liver to gut, which makes elimination more consistent and comfortable. Its slightly bitter flavor might take a bit of getting used to, but that bitterness is part of what makes it effective. Bitter herbs have long been used in natural medicine to awaken digestion and improve post-meal processing. If you're new to it, try blending it with a touch of honey or pairing it with a mild snack. 10. Rooibos tea, why it's a heart-friendly, caffeine-free choice after meals. Rooibos tea, pronounced rooibos, may not be as familiar as green or chamomile tea, but for seniors seeking a gentle, caffeine-free way to unwind after meals, it deserves a place in your cup. Naturally sweet, rich in antioxidants, and completely free from caffeine and oxalates, rooibos tea is especially valuable after eating, when your body is shifting gears from digestion to restoration. One of rooibos tea's greatest strengths lies in its cardiovascular benefits. It contains a unique flavonoid called aspalathin, which has been shown to help lower blood pressure, support healthy cholesterol levels, and reduce oxidative stress, all important factors for heart health, particularly in older adults. Sipping rooibos tea after a meal may help blunt post-meal blood sugar spikes and reduce inflammation, both of which play a role in long-term cardiovascular wellness. Unlike black or green tea, rooibos contains no caffeine, making it an excellent choice for the evening hours when you want to relax without disrupting your sleep. And because it's also naturally free from tannins, the compounds that can interfere with nutrient absorption or upset an empty stomach, it's gentle enough to enjoy even for those with sensitive digestion. After meals, rooibos tea offers subtle support in ways that matter. Its warm, earthy sweetness can help signal satiety and prevent unnecessary snacking. For those trying to manage weight, blood sugar, or nighttime cravings, a post-dinner rooibos ritual can create a satisfying pause that encourages better habits and more mindful eating. Rooibos is also soothing for the digestive system. While it doesn't act as a stimulant or a digestive tonic in the same way as peppermint or ginger, its anti-inflammatory properties help reduce mild gut irritation, and its calming nature supports the nervous system, which is especially helpful after stressful or rushed meals. Its pleasant, naturally sweet flavor also makes it a favorite for those transitioning away from sugary beverages. With no added sugar needed, it satisfies the taste buds and hydrates the body, all while helping you wind down. 11. Lemon balm tea. How it calms your nerves and stomach after eating. Lemon balm tea may not be the first herbal option that comes to mind, but once discovered, it often becomes a favorite, especially for seniors looking to soothe both their digestion and their mind after meals. With its light citrusy scent and gentle calming properties, lemon balm tea offers a quiet kind of comfort that goes beyond the surface. Derived from the mint family, lemon balm isn't just relaxing in theory. It has been shown in studies to help reduce anxiety, ease mild digestive distress, and support overall mood stability. For seniors who experience post-meal tension, bloating, or a racing mind that makes it hard to relax, lemon balm offers a two-in-one solution. It calms both the gut and the nervous system, making it ideal for those evenings when you want to unwind, but still feel balanced and alert. After a meal, especially dinner, your body naturally shifts into rest and digest mode, also known as the parasympathetic response. Lemon balm supports this transition by gently relaxing the muscles of the gastrointestinal tract and helping to reduce gas or cramping. Unlike stronger herbal teas, it won't overstimulate digestion or cause urgency. Instead, it provides subtle ease, especially helpful for those who feel tight in the stomach after eating or carry stress in the belly. But lemon balm's most unique contribution is its mood-calming effect. It interacts with GABA receptors in the brain, the same pathways that help regulate calmness and relaxation, without making you feel drowsy or disconnected. This makes it an excellent choice for seniors who deal with mild anxiety around eating, sleep issues, or simply want to end the day with a clear head. The flavor is mild, slightly lemony without being sharp, and easy to blend with other calming herbs like chamomile or lavender if you want to customize your evening cup. Many people find that just the aroma of lemon balm tea helps set the stage for relaxation, a kind of gentle exhale after a long day. For seniors, that post-meal moment can be an important one. It's not just about digesting food, it's about digesting the day. Lemon balm tea helps make that moment softer, slower, and just a little more peaceful. 12. Oolong tea. Why it helps with metabolism and balance after meals. Oolong tea is often overlooked, sitting somewhere between green tea and black tea, not quite as famous as either. But for seniors looking to support digestion, manage weight, and feel more balanced after meals, oolong deserves a closer look. It combines the best of both worlds, the lightness of green tea and the depth of black tea, with a unique set of benefits that are especially valuable when sipped after eating. One of oolong tea's most impressive features is its ability to gently support metabolism. It contains moderate levels of caffeine and catechins, natural compounds that have been shown to help the body burn fat more efficiently and stabilize blood sugar levels after meals. For older adults looking to maintain a healthy weight or manage insulin sensitivity, oolong tea can be a smart, natural addition to the daily routine. Unlike green tea, which can sometimes be harsh on an empty stomach, oolong is milder and smoother, making it ideal for post-meal sipping. It doesn't overstimulate digestion, but rather complements it. Drinking a cup after lunch or dinner can help reduce that heavy, sluggish feeling and encourage more comfortable nutrient absorption. It's also less acidic than many other teas, making it easier on the stomach, especially for those with a history of reflux or gastritis. Oolong tea also contains theanine, an amino acid that promotes a sense of calm alertness. This is a big advantage for seniors who want to stay sharp after eating without feeling jittery or sleepy. It allows you to enjoy a clear head and a comfortable body, the ideal state for socializing, relaxing, or gently staying productive. Its slightly floral, toasty flavor makes it a pleasant choice for those who don't enjoy overly bitter or grassy teas. And while it does contain caffeine, the amount is low enough that it won't disrupt sleep if consumed in the early afternoon or shortly after dinner. If you're looking for a tea that supports not just digestion, but also energy balance, mental clarity, and metabolism, all without being too strong or too sedating, oolong may be your perfect in-between. After all, balance is what this tea is all about. And for older adults, balance after meals is exactly what the body craves. Tea is often seen as one of the simplest pleasures in life. A warm cup, a quiet moment, a gentle pause in the day. But as we've seen today, not all teas are created equal. And more importantly, not all teas belong at every time. For seniors, the body changes with age. Digestion becomes more delicate, blood sugar more sensitive, and blood pressure more reactive. And that means something as seemingly small as when you drink your tea can have a big ripple effect on how you feel afterward. Whether it's black tea stirring up your stomach, green tea amplifying anxiety, or cinnamon tea quietly dipping your blood sugar, timing turns a healthy habit into either a support or a setback. But the good news is just as simple. You don't need to give up tea. You just need to give it the right moment. Drinking the right teas after meals, from chamomile and fennel to lemon balm and oolong, can improve digestion, support your heart, ease your nerves, and even help you sleep more soundly. All without medication, and all within your daily rhythm. One small change, taken one cup at a time, can begin to create noticeable comfort and balance.